When did you become a VTuber? Today. Duck. Oh! Oh, I'm saying that I wouldn't tell you a secret because you tell everybody. You right, though. Ew, look at all the gross goopy goops. Whatever the frick they are.
Oh, look at him! What a chunk!
It is what you call a plastic in the shape of a long tubular stick.
You mean a straw? Oh. Help me. Help me, friend! So how quickly am I gonna die if I just walk out into the...
Don't fight me! We're not supposed to move!
Wait for me, guys! Wait for me! Wait! Well, frick, step on me. Don't impede our vacationing or blow up these islands. I will stab you.
Yeah!
Do I dare look at this? Long arm's gonna come and find his way in. I don't think I'm there, right?
Okay, I'm there! I'm there! Oh my gosh, a hidey hole! Wait!
It always bothers me when there's no shampoo by a kitchen sink. Wait, what did I say? Did I say soup? Did I say soup instead of soap? Shampoo? What's worse? Shampoo? Please tell me I said soap this time.
I said shampoo! No!
We come! Like this? You want me to stop looking at you like this? Good spooks tonight? Oh, ah! Are we okay? Are we safe? Does his arms reach into here? Ah! Oh my gosh. You know what I do want? Is I want tits. The Twitch integrated throwing system. Roses are red, violets are blue. Omae wo no shinderu. Nani? Oh, you slut! This is my first limited character constellation. Shut up! It's been a little bit tiring. What the? I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! Why am I not dead? Why am I not dead? Why am I not dead?
Say hello to my little friend.
What the balls? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Has already managed to make contact with the divine.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Big traveler. Big traveler. Get down! You better know how to do it!
Hello! How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursday.
Oh my gosh, we're finally getting to some of the story quests that had happened in Genshin after a while. I forgot to get rid of the UI. Oh well! We're finally getting to the story quests. Also, apologies for not streaming Tears of the Kingdom again yesterday. I'm so sorry. Life is just very interesting on Wednesdays, apparently. Hi, Ram! How you doing? How the are you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Honestly. Oh, excuse me. I say that, I feel like I say this often. I am tired. I'm working on fixing my sleep schedule, but there, like I said, there's just been so much happening in life that I feel like it feels very busy, and I haven't been able to stream on Wednesday for a bit, and I miss Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Red Flower. Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay.
Excuse me.
So this might be a tad low energy stream, just for the fact of there's a lot going on, and I don't foresee a break in the immediate future. So you know, we might just be having a few calmer streams for the next little bit. Alright, aside from a tree falling in the driveway. Oh jeez! I'm glad it was. Wait, no property was damaged, right? I hope so. That's scary. That is terrifying. I hope none of the property was like damaged. I mean, the driveway might be damaged, but I hope it's minimal.
Oh man.
So yeah, like So today we're gonna do Baizhu's story quest finally. But first, as we do, I'm going to do my dailies. And then we'll just hop on into the story. I'm good. I'm just a little bummed out because the coyote. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that, Red Flower. That's terrible. That sucks. I'm so sorry. That actually that happened to someone I know, and it's a terrible situation all around. I'm really sorry that happened.
We'll see about that.
Okay. So, let's see. I wasn't able to do Tears of the Kingdom yesterday. Guys, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom in so long. I haven't had time to play it in the background.
The wind rises.
Hi, Claire! Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Thankfully, nothing was damaged, no one was hurt, but it's still a big mess to clean. Oh, for sure! Like, that's such a pain. I'm just really glad that no one was hurt and the property wasn't damaged, like the tree didn't fall on the house or anybody like that.
Oh yeah, baby.
I beat TK yesterday.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the Prime sub! Thanks for the 6 months! I appreciate it. I played Tears of the Kingdom yesterday. I'm kind of jealous. Listen, I love playing Tears of the Kingdom. I love it. I'm loving every second of it. But I also like want to get to the end and know what happened. I'm just impatient. That's my whole thing. A little sad, honestly. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for you, Flair. I really do. Well, even if nothing is going on and you just are feeling a little sad, I hope you feel better soon. Which is totally valid. It's totally valid to just be sad.
Squall and fury.
One of my cats had to get put down. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Wait, 2 people in chat
Quit following me.
had tragic situations with their cats today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody, about your
Too
cats.
slow.
Take all the time you guys
following
need to
me.
process those situations. They're never fun. They're never fun. Take all the time you need. I was very close to hitting the borrowed car, like an inch or two off. Oh, that's so scary. Oh gosh. I'm glad it didn't hit it, Ram. That could have gone real bad. Thank goodness. Okay. What was I feel like I was going to talk about something. Oh yeah, I'll be honest. I couldn't remember the reason. So today I did a poll trying to figure out like what to stream. And the reason I did that is because I couldn't remember what I said last week, what we were going to do. So I was like, I'll do a poll and we'll figure it out. Because I know there's still the event I gotta do in Star Realm, but I've also wanted to do the story quest for like a good while. But I legitimately just could not remember what I said last week. So thank you to those who voted on the poll. I know it's very last minute, and I try to make polls last longer so that people can vote on it. But I literally was like, I don't remember what I said last week. I'm not the one borrowing the car, my dad is, but oh yeah, no. Still, that would suck for anybody. I'm glad. Like, it's still a scary situation, but I'm glad it didn't go didn't get worse. That makes sense.
Ah! Thanks for the headpats!
I don't think I personally have anything new to add in life. Oh, okay, I guess we're sliding. I hope we're sliding at least. Like I said, I'm still trying this setup where I'm streaming on one monitor to prevent computer to see if that prevents computer crashes. So I hope I'm sliding. Let me know if I'm not. Yeah, nothing new was really happening in my life. Although, I did pre-order some amiibos.
Quit following me.
Or can I say some? One amiibo? I don't know. I pre-ordered some amiibos, and apparently they're gonna get here soon. And I'm really excited because I pre-ordered them so long ago that I started wondering where they were. But they're still technically on time. But it's just been so long. No worries, just letting. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, those situations are always really rough, Flair. Like, it's never easy to do that, but it all depends. Like you said, some people just don't want them to be in pain for whatever reason. and think that that's for the best. So yeah, it's a hard situation. Listen, take all the time you need, Flair, to like process stuff. And if you need to lurk today, I completely understand. I only say this because I do feel like you are very active in chat. But if you need to lurk today, like, it's okay. I do appreciate you being here, but take all the time you need to process as well. Okay, so this is the... Oh, no. That's rough, Flair. I'm so sorry. Okay, I've done this quest before a few times. It's basically this guy is suffering from writer's block, and he's trying to find inspiration, and he just keeps coming up with really wild stories.
Quit following me.
And you could either encourage him, or you could, like, try to calm him down and rein him back a bit. If you encourage him, you can unlock, like, a second commission to it. It's been a few days, better. It still hurts. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. My favorite analogy when it comes to stuff like that is that grief is like a box. If you guys have ever heard that analogy. I love that analogy. A box with, like, a ball in it, I should say. It's such a good analogy when it comes to grief that I live by it, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get this done. Is there another location that we're going to, or are we heading back? Looks like we're heading back. I can't remember. I've done this quest so many times, but I still forget the process. Whee! Oh, you know what I keep forgetting to talk about? Wanderer's Banner is coming out next week. His rerun banner. And I have a lot of wishes saved up. I feel like before when he was coming out, I feel like I was doing a lot better hyping it up because it was a very big deal. And this time is still a very big deal. I just have to keep forgetting to, like, bring it up. But next week is his rerun, and we're definitely going to be wishing for it. We might be doing a thing of, we'll be wishing, and maybe we'll switch over to Starrel. I'm not sure, but we're 100% wishing for Wanderer next week, no matter what, so... I think I almost have 400 wishes saved up. So not as much as last time, but it's still a decent amount. Nope, I only have 364 wishes. Only have 364. Boy, you're getting left behind. No, I still want to. It's just really hard trying to stream. I want to stream both games. I'm just trying to figure out how to manage it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to do it eventually. I just need to figure out how. I have been debating on doing a Saturday stream this Saturday to maybe do the museum event. But there's a lot of factors that go into that. I'm not too sure. I would like to, but again, life happens. And if I do stream it, I would like to get started pretty early in the morning. So. Don't get me wrong, like all the quests and stuff, all of these quests, the other hangouts, I want to do them all. I want to do them all. It's just I have to figure out how to juggle this right now. This is new territory for me. And fortunately, given that I only stream usually twice a week, oh, I forgot to do expeditions. It's still a long learning process. So yeah, I'm not forgetting anyone. I just am trying to figure out how to do everything. Everything I want to do. Oh, did I forget to do the Mondstadt ones? I did everyone else's. Okay. Teapot. Have I been in the teapot recently? I get that. Yeah. It's unfortunate because I love both games so much. But there's so much content in each one, and I only have dedicated one day to them. So I'm kind of like, how do I juggle this?
Quit following me.
But I will figure it out. Honestly, I've been half debating on recording the companion quests in Honkai Star Rail just because there's so many of them right now. And uploading them to YouTube. But I don't know. I need to think about that. Speaking of YouTube, I I mentioned on Twitter that there's like a type of video that I really want to make, but I feel like I shouldn't because I'm already making so many things. I decided that I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to make it. We'll see how it goes, because I've seen other content creators do it, and I really like the format, and I think it's good for the YouTube channel. So I'm trying to do that. But again, it's time consuming. So, you know, is your day-to-day hard to make it able for you to stream on more than 2 days? Yeah, here's the thing. I'm also trying to juggle like real life interactions among other things going on. So that's why it's really hard. Because if I just ignored my social life, I could easily stream more than 2 days. But that's not healthy. That's not healthy. On top of that, I have a job, and I know a lot of content creators do as well. There's some content creators that have family and are raising a family and are able to stream multiple times a week. And I don't know. Maybe this is a skill issue thing. I just can't do that personally. There's some people who like stream 10 hours a day for like 5 days a week, but I don't see that being very viable, to be perfectly honest, because when you do that, you're not like uploading content to other platforms. You're just streaming for the most part. So it's like you're not uploading any videos to YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or wherever, or Twitter, wherever you want to upload videos. And editing videos takes time. And if you're not a good editor, or scratch that, if you're not used to editing, I should say, if you're not used to editing, then editing videos is going to take exceptionally longer than those who are like, oh yeah, I've been editing for years. Like in my case, I'm very lucky that I've been able to figure out how to create TikTok videos very, very quickly. But to other people, those same videos that I upload to TikTok, it could take them like an hour to make one of those. It's just... Unfortunately, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm working, I'm editing. I'm trying to maintain a social life on top of trying to maintain relationships. It's just, yeah. It's a lot, but I like it. So yeah. That's part of the, that's a long tangent as to why I don't stream more times a week. Okay, let me unlock this. Okay. So, Boo Boo Pharmacy. Does Paimon say anything? Sometimes Paimon says stuff when you start these quests. Nothing. Okay. Is Fontaine gonna be next to Mondstadt? So, we technically don't officially know that yet. All I could say, I think, is that there was an area over this spot where it said that there was a path that Oceanids used to take from Fontaine. Which, you know, is, whoops! Accidentally clicked out! Which is kind of far away from Mondstadt. But we don't know how big it is. So, yeah. Did y'all hear apparently Activision games might be coming to Steam? I did hear that. I did hear that. To me, that is... I don't know how I should put this. To me, hearing that Blizzard and Activision might be coming to Steam, while I think it is good for accessibility, I think kinda to me says a lot about their current situation. I'm just not a fan of what a lot of Blizzard and Activision does. So maybe this is just me hoping that they can eventually learn their lesson and maybe fire a couple people. But I don't know. I think I'm just petty. Okay. Is that Chi-Chi? Oh my gosh, it is Chi-Chi. I'm gonna collect this stuff since we're on a conversation. I want to, because of the video series that I'm trying to edit that I want to eventually upload, I'm gonna try to pay very close attention to what's going on in cutscenes. And I might not talk to chat as often. I know I say this every time, but I do want to get better at doing that. I like to focus on the story of these quests. There we go.
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
I saw people talking to be so confused because they have their own service. Yeah, they do. And it doesn't seem to be working out well for them. Okay. Oh, it's... Oh, crap. How do I pronounce this? I was told how to pronounce this and I forgot. Gui? I can't remember.
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gui.
Gui.
What's going on?
At least that's how, in-game they say it.
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
I don't think he's lost. Or maybe he is?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
Oh.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
Oh, he must be in Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millelith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone.
Oh, no.
I asked the Millelith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I could ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
It'll be a piece of cake for us.
Junction can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
There they are! The man and snake of the hour!
Changsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu?
Changsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
Okay. This explains his health situation.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, that reminds me. I was seeing people online talking about how you could see certain characters during Baiju's quest. I'm gonna try my best to keep my eye out.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
You can count on us.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
Okay, I'm gonna look at chat real quick. So I saw Ramir saying that a few reasons why they think it. I think it's the latter reason, to be perfectly honest. I just don't... I have opinions on Blizzard and Activision. What certain people? I guess I should clarify. Strangers on the internet. I've seen strangers on the internet. People who don't know how to tag spoilers talk about stuff on the internet. And I'm just a little bit mad by that because I got spoiled on some things in Honkai Star Rail, even though I tried muting the words for it. because people decide to post screenshots on Twitter about the new update 12 hours after it got released by just titling it Lamau with screenshots, or just being like WTF with screenshots. I'm a little peeved. I'm a little peeved at the emotional maturity of fandom these days. Anyway, sorry. I have grievances. People that don't know how to keep secrets. But yes, so strangers on the internet. I saw people online talking about how you could see certain characters during this quest.
Okay. Let's talk to you.
Can you believe that little boy brought his father all this way to see the doctor? Oh, what a remarkable child. I didn't even know how to buy medicine by myself when I was his age.
His family. Oh, we have to find them.
Aw, I love Chi-Chi. So upset people spoiled you in this quest. I'm more so just upset that people just spoil stuff.
Follow
like,
me.
so quickly, too. I think that's where my big grievance is. Because there's just so many people that are just like,
Follow
oh,
me.
it's been 12 hours after this quest is out. I wanted to talk about it. Because there's going to be other people to talk about. And because I post quicker than everybody else, people will look at my post quicker, and then I will get clout. And it just really irritates me.
Squall and Fury.
Like I said, the Honkai Star Rail update dropped, and I think less than 12 hours later, people were posting spoilers about the next Honkai Star Rail update. It's one reason why I want to get it done quickly, so I can stop being spoiled and I can actually experience it for myself. And this is just a problem I've seen in like any fandom, but especially like Genshin and Star Rail. Like, for some reason in this, because this is a gacha game and it updates frequently, people just spoil stuff so quickly. I got spoiled on Wanderer cutscenes before his quest was even out. Cloud Chasers sucks. I almost got spoiled for Sonic 2 because of them. I know. It just bothers me. And then it's like, at least from what I've seen, and I'm going to talk about the Xenoblade fandom real quick. At least what I've seen in the Xenoblade fandom, there's that game, like, Xenoblade 1 has been out for like 10 years, and there are still people who are like, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil the game. Whereas, like, that's not a thing when it comes to the fandom in these games. I see Squaz did all the Hangouts and Noise event, but I didn't do stuff like that. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not mad at the people who know how to keep a secret. I'm not mad at people like that. I'm mad at the people who don't know how to keep a secret or just choose not to for the sake of boosting their numbers online. Those are the people that I'm mad at. Like, if you do all this stuff super quick and then you just kind of like say, oh, it was really good, I really, really liked it, that's fine. But as soon as it's like you're posting screenshots without tagging them, or you're talking about spoilers just willingly, just because it's been a couple of hours after it's out, that's what I take issue with.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
That's Alejandro. Sorry, I got caught off guard. I was like, this voice is familiar, and then I thought about Sayu, and I was like, oh, it's Alejandro, okay. I might have forgotten a thing or two. No worries. It's okay. It's totally fine.
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Guili Plains. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember where these areas are. Guili Plains and Luhua Pool. Okay.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take that area.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Okay. Do you have Peacock? I don't know what that's in reference to. Okay. It's actually been a while since I've paid attention. The streaming site. Oh. No, I don't. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna Google real quick. I'm gonna Google. It's a streaming service from NBC Universal. Oh. How much does it cost? Okay. No, I don't have this. Wikipedia! Okay. It's over...
There's no
Wait,
such thing as
is it
pure freedom in
American
this world.
over-the-top video
Being alone
streaming
cannot go
service?
on forever.
Thanks for the hydrate! What does it mean by over-the-top? Bypasses cable, broadcast, and satellite television platforms. Types of companies that have traditionally acted as controllers or distributors of such content. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I think of something else when I read over the top. Okay. Service primarily features films from NBC, from Universal Studios, and other providers like TVs, news, and sports programming. Huh. No, I don't think I've heard of Peacock, to be honest. Interesting.
Okay. Hello?
Too slow.
Sunsettias. I'm gonna go grab them. Oh, you know what I just realized? I want Baizhu in my team for this. I want Baizhu in my team, even though it's better if I have Diona. It's fine.
Hopefully this won't take long.
It might, buddy. All right. Get ready for a coughing Baizhu every time we run.
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Oh, acorns. Is that him?
Look, there's somebody over there!
Ah, crap. I don't know if Paimon had more to say.
Oh no, it's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Whoa.
Watch where you're going!
Oh, Hu Tao? Oh! Huh. I wasn't. I mean, it makes sense that she could be part of this quest, but I wasn't expecting it all the same.
Oh, dear customer. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right? Huh? Dad!
Hey, Hutao!
My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
I love the fact that they dislike each other. Or maybe they like each other, they just dislike each other's work. I forget which one, but I love it all the same. I was hoping to introduce you my favorite psychological thriller TV show, One of Us is Lying. I don't think I've heard of that. Interesting.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
You're... Ayu? Who am I?
Your name is Xiao Liang, and you live just west of Qingse Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh,
My name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait, why do I need to see the doctor?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs?
Signs of...
Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Oh, she really doesn't like Baizhu. I've never seen Hu Tao this, like, threatening to others before. She really doesn't like him. Oh, I'm so here for it. I don't think I've seen Hu Tao, like, actually mad before. Or upset. I don't know if she's, like, mad, but she's definitely doesn't like Baizhu. And I've never seen that. She's so friendly to, like, everybody. This is fascinating. I said it's only exclusive. Oh, gotcha.
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
There are traces of god remains in Jia Liang's system.
God remains? It's been a while since we got on the God remains talk. Whoa!
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains? There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
This is so fascinating. This is so fascinating. Don't forget that we're here too.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
This is so... I know I've said it, but this is so interesting.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Nope, here we go. I'll be honest, like I said, I love the fact that they don't like each other. Kind of makes me respect Baizhu a little bit more.
The cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Have I heard this song in the background? Sorry, not to deter from what's going on. Is this a new song? I like it. Whatever it is, I love this song. I need to figure out what it is. It feels new.
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grim prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Dang, you're gonna work all night?
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu.
Or...
Thank you so much.
Are you working all night, or is the treatment start at night, then we have to wait.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Who, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
What is... There's definitely something going on.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
Oh my gosh! We'll be heading out now too.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chung Chung.
Bye for now, everyone.
Yo, Hu Tao, can we talk? Can we talk about this?
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
Interesting. What was that interaction? I have so many questions! Guys, I've been wanting to know more about Baizhu since he was first introduced, like back in like 1.0 or 1.1. You can hear the malice in her voice. I know, right? Why is she acting like that to him in particular? That's why I find this so fascinating, is because what we know about Hu Tao, like in everything we have seen of her, she's very outgoing, she loves meeting people, she's happy to meet people, she's charismatic, she's just lighthearted and witty. But then when it comes to him, she's like, frick you, I don't like you and what you do. Which is fascinating, because we've never seen that from Hu Tao. On the surface level, it definitely feels like the easy answer is because he saves lives, where she's a funeral department and her business thrives off of patients dying, you know? But to me, it feels more so that maybe Hu Tao is mad at Baizhu because he is able to do, maybe abnormal things to continue to save patients. And maybe Hu Tao doesn't agree with that, because it seems like Hu Tao is a fan of everyone will die in the end. It is inevitable. But delaying that or prolonging that, she doesn't, or delaying that, hastening that, or prolonging that, she doesn't seem to like. So I wonder if there is a reason why she in particular doesn't like Baizhu. Because I feel like it's more than just, you save people, I don't like you. It has to be more than that, because Hu Tao values life and what it means because of death. So that's why I find this whole thing fascinating, because I've never seen Hu Tao this mad or upset, whatever the word is. I don't know the correct word, but it's so fascinating. Maybe we'll find out in time.
All's well that ends well, huh?
Why didn't we talk to Hu Tao?
You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
You mean Baizhu's master?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
What you described made me think of Endgame. I'm inevitable. I am Iron Man. Yeah. And I am Iron Man. Okay, let me read your theory, Flair. Maybe it's because of how he says someone. I mean, didn't Baizhu turn Chi-Chi into a zombie? No, so Chi-Chi... What ended up happening with Chi-Chi, I believe, and let's double check this. What ended up happening with Chi-Chi, I believe, is that she accidentally got into a fight with the Adepti, I think? And the Adepti, seeing that she died, brought her back to life. I don't think Baizhu did that. But let me see. Let me see if we can find it. She said you did. Baizhu. Ancient story. Is this it? Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Let's read this. Chi-Chi lost her way and trespassed into the realm of the Adepti. She injured her right leg in a fall. She hurriedly hid inside a cavern to rest. Even occupied as she was bandaging her wound, she could hear sounds that did not belong to the mortal plane. but she could have never expected a huge crash that would have forever be trapped between life and death. Whether adepti or demons, just or wicked, all understood that she was an innocent mortal caught in the crossfire. Or perhaps it was by the will of the heaven that she received a vision in her dying moments, and so ended this contention between adepti and demon. The adepti could not bear to let her die, and each imparted to her a portion of their strength, meaning to breathe life back into her body. Chi-Chi did indeed awaken and live again, but she went into a berserk state, unable to control the adepti energy raging through her. Seeking to end the disturbance, Mountain Shaper had no choice but to seal the hapless maiden in amber. Chi-Chi was discovered by humans and was brought to Wangshan Funeral Parlor for burial. Let's see. Coupled with many years, the seal on Chi-Chi was all but spent. She woke up in the middle of the night, broke the amber in secret, and fled. And then she was picking herbs, and then she met Baizhu. So no, Baizhu did not save Chi-Chi. He met Chi-Chi after she escaped and after she had calmed down many years later. And he took an interest. Like, when I say take an interest in her, what I mean is, like, purely on the level of trying to figure out why she's living so long. So yeah. Baizhu did not save her. It was the adepti. Okay. Yeah. Hoochow!
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docks doing surgery.
Poor Chi-Chi. I know! I know. Honestly, it's because of the character story, or the little, like, storyline stuff in Chi-Chi's quest that made people hate Baizhu for years, because they seemingly misinterpreted a lot of the text there. But supposedly the story quests enlightened on their situation a little bit more. And I haven't seen as much hate for Baizhu as I have, like, over the last couple of years. So we'll see. I was in that small boat that actually liked Baizhu during that time. Thanks for the hydrate! But a lot of people did not like him. But again, all we were getting was stuff seeing in Chi-Chi's quests and other stuff in the world. So, I need to know more about him. I need to.
Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
So...
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Absolutely.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jialiang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Oh, this line that vaguely rings a bell? It does, though. That vaguely rings a bell. It's been a while since I did your story quest.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist.
Let me reread this real quick. Traveling together. Okay.
That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Oh, geez. That must have been quite an argument then.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng funeral parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
That would explain the conflict between them then. If it goes against natural order, that would explain it. But we still don't know details of like what exactly it is the thing. But it's understandable why Hu Tao's grandpa would be against it. Their family is all about how things progress naturally in life, and going against that would be upsetting. Let's see, have to go at least show. Thank you so much for stopping, Red Flower. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Take care, have a good one. Okay, you could just decide you want to go to a new profession. I mean, possible, but based on this, it seems there could be more to it, but Hu Tao is also telling it from the perspective of her family. And we don't know if that perspective is true or if it's different, but it is their opinion, and that's still information. We might not be facing the wrath of the gods, but now the world faces the wrath of the Fatui for the cry of God. It's so interesting. Like, we've heard about God Remains before. We've heard about God Remains before, but it's been a while since it got brought up again. I feel like the last time I heard about it was... It was definitely during Aliua's story quest. I want to say Zhongli's and Hu Tao's. I feel like it's been a while since we've talked about it.
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Immortality.
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Arrow. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Let's talk to you again.
Oh, while you're here, have either of you seen Chi-Chi around? It's not every day I get to infiltrate Baizhu's lair.
Oh.
But alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere. Aha! What if Baizhu knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance?
Oh, Hu Tao. For those who don't know, Hu Tao loves trying to bury Chi-Chi. I think if I go here, Hu Tao doesn't see the point in all this. Whenever she meets Chi-Chi, she will say, "It would be easier if you just let me bury you." Chi-Chi, of course, has no wish to be buried, so she conducts her exercise when no one is working. Hu Tao consistently tries to bury Chi-Chi, even though Chi-Chi doesn't want to. And Baizhu often tries to tell Hu Tao not to do it. Methinks Chi-Chi doesn't like Hu Tao. It's so funny because when Chi-Chi gave the voice lines of how Chi-Chi was like, "I don't like Hu Tao does this stuff, I don't like her," people would always in the past just be like, "Oh, that's just Hu Tao, it doesn't mean anything, it's silly little Hu Tao, but we hate Baizhu." I'm like, this is so fascinating. I think it's here. Seafood. Okay, I thought there was a bulletin board somewhere that Baizhu posts a bulletin that says, "Hu Tao, please stop trying to bury Chi-Chi." Okay, wait, sorry, let me read Arrow. "I've been having a lot of fun in my friendly neighborhood. I'm pretty sure I told you about it before." That does sound familiar. It's Resident Evil with Muppets. Oh, gotcha. Can I hear her voice line on Hu Tao? I don't have Chi-Chi. Oh, sure. Let me see. I just wanted to check to see if I could find the bulletin board, since we have time. Wanted to see if I could find the bulletin board where it tells Hu Tao to not bury Chi-Chi, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Okay, this is a Millilith announcement. Okay, it's not that. Yeah, we can listen to Chi-Chi's voice lines real quick. But yeah, that sounds familiar, Arrow. I think I vaguely remember that. Profile, voiceover. Hu Tao.
Warm, fake smile, death. I despise Hu Tao.
Yeah, see, after that, people were like, oh, Hu Tao's okay. Hu Tao's totally fine. But they wanted to do everything to hate Baizhu at that point, I feel like. Like, don't get me wrong, it's clear that he's doing some shady stuff. But you guys ignored the fact that Chi-Chi doesn't like Hu Tao. It's a must-play horror game? I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it later. Let's see. I just want to check it. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, okay. I think I've seen people play this. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm still just bitter about the fact that people just hated Baizhu for the longest time.
I can never remember Dr. Baiju's face, but I don't mind.
Is there another bulletin board? I don't remember another one. I feel like there was one at one point. But maybe it changes in time, over time. Let me just do another quick look around to see if I can see one. Dread XP is known for delivering some truly scary games. What other games have they done, out of curiosity? Because I can't remember off the top of my head. What is this? Oh, there's a new event. Oh. Is this still going? It is. Oh my gosh, I still have so much to do in that. Okay, let me get this, and then let's change the time. They gave us Amanda the Adventurer. Oh, gotcha. That one I have seen. I debated on checking it out at some point, but I never play horror games in my spare time. The Mortuary Assistant. Oh, okay. I understand now. Yeah, contrary to what may be popular belief, I don't play horror games in my spare time. In fact, I avoid it.
Go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jialian is doing.
How can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Oh, Baiju's talking. Okay, hi. I do want to see, is Chi-Chi around here? Well, Hu Tao's gone, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. I should have checked to see if I could find Chi-Chi. Well, there they are.
Dad!
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baiju's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
Oh.
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, Do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
Do you?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
Oh, there's doubts. There's doubts. Why do I get the feeling Cleo would be like, Chi-Chi's the best, Hoot has the best, Shelly's the best. Zhao is weird. Like, do you? I'm trying to think. Maybe Chi-Chi would dislike Zhao. I don't know. Or say, maybe not dislike, but say he's weird. I think out of all of them off the top of my head, Zhao is a likely candidate. Okay, how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish.
That phrase right there was definitely the phrase of suck it. Except not that extreme, but that definitely had the tone of haha, I did it. Fascinating. Fascinating.
Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Ooh, Baizhu looks a little worse for wear. Something's wrong.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsheng and myself for a moment.
Aw. Well, there's that coffin line.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now.
Well, about that.
But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
Hi. It's me.
Why did you follow us here?
I thought you were looking a little unwell.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Life force?
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient.
Also, I've noticed his voice has changed tone. He's talking a little differently than normal, which is... So, has he been putting on a brave face like the entire time, or am I just mishearing things? Also, hi, Azafair! Thank you so much for stopping by! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baizhu's strange choice of a necklace. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
The snake is old.
Please, that's enough.
Ooh, that was a deep one. You're even looking even worse now than before. Are you sure you're okay?
Wait a sec. was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Thanks for the hydrate.
Hardly. Jiangsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. He must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body. And soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
It's funny that they say that, because I feel like a lot of doctors and nurses do that. They really push themselves trying to help patients. So he really is a doctor. All right, go on, Baizhu. Let us help you.
Baizhu. Don't
Baizhu.
you think
I keep
you
saying
should
it wrong.
seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you, but there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
So, what are the next steps?
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Do you know where his house is?
Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Qiqi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple, Jiang Li.
Well, okay. Part 1 done. Oh, Qiqi! Did you hear everything, Qiqi? I mean, she might forget it later unless she writes it down. Did you hear everything?
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right? Right?
Oh, poor Qiqi! Poor Qiqi! I still can't believe people were trying to make excuses for Hu Tao's actions towards Qiqi. I still can't believe that.
Are you heading out now, Dr. Baizhu?
Yes. While I'm gone, I leave Boo Boo Pharmacy in your and Qiqi's capable hands.
Rest assured, the moment anything comes up that you should know about, I'll inform you immediately.
Huh. Interesting. Is it the same
Are you
thing?
heading out now, Dr.
Okay,
Yes.
it is the same thing.
Rest assured, the moment...
Okay, let me look around a little bit to see if there's still other characters. Like, what if Hu Tao's on this side? Oh my gosh, she is! I didn't expect it to actually be there! Hu Tao's actually here! Oh my gosh.
Fancy running into you guys at a place like this. What are the chances?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. I was just battling against some writer's block, so I took a stroll to see if I could get my muse back. Yep, it's working. Stealthy as a snake. She can hear them coming, plants a little bait, and they all come running.
Won't your continued absence affect Wangsha Funeral Parlor's business? Still worried about what Baiju's up to? I feel like she's here for Qiqi, not Baizhu, but...
You'd better not snitch on me, okay?
Oh, I will! I can't believe she's actually there! I was joking! But no, it's true! Is there anybody else? Anybody else nearby? I don't see any standout characters. Plus, given the first act of this, I don't think anybody else would be here. Like, I don't imagine seeing, like, Ning Guang or anyone down here. I really don't see anybody. Okay. Oh. Oh, dang. That's a little farther than I thought it would be. Excuse me. Also, I usually go on for a little bit longer, but I do need to take a really quick break. It's a little bit earlier than I usually do, but we're gonna take a quick break, all right? This is gonna be a good time for you guys to stretch your legs and get some water and do anything else you gotta do. What the frick am I doing? Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And then... Chinks of Village is freaking gorgeous. Okay, yeah. Hu Tao is loved by everyone, and the bad thing is bad things she does to Chi-Chi's cues, like, it's not traumatizing. Meanwhile, everyone hates Baizhu, and the one thing he can't do, everyone thinks it's all a scheme. Julie wants to help people. Yeah. That's how it feels like it's been the last 2 years, at least. But again, like I said, it feels like a lot of that conversation died down after the story quest, which is what makes me so interested to see what calmed people down. I'm eating dinner. Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay. This is what I'm doing. All right. We're gonna go on a quick 5 to 10 minute break. This is a good time for you guys to stretch your legs and get some water and do anything else you gotta do. We'll be back hopefully shortly. Okay? All right. BRB! I cleared my throat right as I came back. Sorry about that. But hi!
How are you guys? I hope you guys had a good break. Hope you're able to do the things you needed to do. Welcome back, thanks!
Thank you! Welcome back, thanks! Sorry for yawning. Not bad. Wait, I want to hear how this song sounds. This song sounds fun so far.
Ooh! I like this one.
I like this one so far. I'm gonna play that next time, I think. Okay, I got this. All right, I don't got anything to add. Groovy. It is groovy. I don't got anything. I don't got anything to add. So let's head back into the game. Here we go. Whee! Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. Try this. This. Okay, here we go. Okay, I know you can see a specific character around here. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see now that it is nighttime. But hopefully we'll be able to spot them. This is the one that I know the most about because the character has many fans. But I think they don't appear till later. Maybe? Is it someone we know or is it an NPC? It's someone we know. But I don't know where. The thing is like, I know you can see this character. I just don't know where and when. I think someone said that you could spot them in Chingsa Village. I just don't know if it happens now or later. And if I miss them, I miss them. But let's see.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Chingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiangli was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiangli? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang. Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiangli did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family.
Huh.
The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
What did she do?
Quarrel? What happened? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiangli or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
So I guess it wasn't... The quarrel didn't end badly, or at least didn't completely sever the bond they had? It's clear that the master still cared in some way about them. But...
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Didn't sever ties. Yeah. Even though they never... didn't see each other much after that.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
Very true.
What the... Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
He said many suspicious things, Paimon. I don't know if that's the most suspicious, but he said many suspicious things in the past.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Okay. I didn't see anything. Oh, he's already looking at stuff.
How time flies. Jiang Li's had a son, and he's all grown up.
I wonder if Jiang Li's changed at all, after all these years.
Let's see, I can't go over that way. That way's blocked off. I don't see anyone up there. Okay. Well, let's check some stuff out. Several faint marks can be seen on the pillar. Maybe it was used to record Ayu's height as he grew up. There's some faded writing near the bottom mark. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner can leave. Judging by the number of marks on the pillar, the family has led a secluded existence here for many, many years. That's interesting. And yet, kid knew about Boo Boo Pharmacy. Alright, wood. The firewood is neatly stacked, and the logs were cut with great power and precision. Whoever chopped the firewood must have been physically fit. Some logs at the bottom of the pile have begun to rot. It must have been a while since any new wood was added to the pile. Okay, and a diary with childish handwriting. Is this Ayu's diary? Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix them in no time. The dinner table was a bit wobbly today when we sat down to eat. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. Oh no! Dad's forgetting things again. I'll have to write it all down for now and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Okay. I was just gonna say that's very interesting to Chi-Chi's situation.
What is this?
And suddenly it is the afternoon!
Chung Shung and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
God remains?
You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains. Is it breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No. Your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Alive?
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances.
Distances?
If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
Offshoots? So, the main body is somewhere else?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
Let me reread this. Whoever's administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior. Poisoned individual will hear, to varying extent, the call of the source. Okay.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jia Liang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading!
Thanks for the hydrate!
He was going back towards Chinksa village.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient. The mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jia Liang? everyone gone quiet all of a sudden?
Mm.
Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself?
Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Huh? So you're saying it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
I mean, anything's possible. There's cases out there of spouses trying to kill each other all the time, unfortunately. That for whatever agenda they have. But it is curious as to why.
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiangli does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
Do you know of a method to neutralize the poison?
Yes. According to the origins and symptoms of diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jia Liang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
Ooh. Actually, I've heard the rumors.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
Fogies? I don't think I've heard fogies before.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
Well,
Was that a lie?
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
So she has to enter a contract to share their life to sustain her own life. So basically, without you here, Baizhu, she would also die. Dang, Baiju's giving away his life force just to save so many people. I'm not a doctor, but if anime's ever taught me, can't poison be used as a treatment in some cases? It's just another theory. To be honest, I'm not an expert. I'm not good with medicine stuff. So I don't know about that. It's not that I don't believe you. I just don't have any basis in that information. I have no knowledge on how that works.
Whoa, what? Enter a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon.
Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Able to eat whatever you like? That is actually very tempting. I would love to eat whatever I like. I have been craving pizza for so long and I haven't been able to eat it. Because I'm on a diet! Ah! The other day I was helping out some people with some stuff and they bought pizza to just kind of like incentivize people to come. And I still helped them out, but I was sat there like looking at the pizza like I can't eat this! Ah! Snow White with the red hair anime, check it out. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know. It sounds familiar, but doesn't at the same time.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
It would be for life, Paimon!
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
Strange. Baizhu has a weak constitution. And didn't his master pass away at an early age?
Ugh, Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Chung Chung, you're just a pain in the neck!
Chong Chong gets a phrase instead of a name.
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they are, if it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
Actually, I do have someone that I can call.
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, Traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
He did insult Paimon.
Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
I don't know how Zhao is gonna feel about Baizhu or Chong Chung, so this will be interesting. Zhao, are you there? There he is.
You called?
Gets Paimon every time.
Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Oh, wait, they know each other! Wait, I forgot they know each other! Oh!
Huh? It's you.
Zhao goes to Baizhu to help him with his karmic pain. Or, like, whatever pain, karmic retribution, I forget what it's called. But Baizhu makes medicine for Zhao. Did you forget? For real? I did forget! Until Baizhu was like, oh, this is unexpected. I, like, remembered everything. No, I know it. I just completely forgot. My memory is not what it used to be. And also, oh my gosh, this is the last few weeks I've done things.
Baizhu of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before.
Okay, you could just teleport down here, sure.
I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Let me explain. I wanted to ask you about dead gods. Does he get a reaction out of that? Nope. Okay, we won't see that. All right. Emo boy, very much so.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable.
Lament! Sorry. Oh, I did that way too aggressively. I need a drink of water.
Okay, just gotta rest my voice for a little bit.
I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land. Before it was subdued by Rex Lapis, the land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce village was founded some time after that.
Serpent.
The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground.
Hello? Yeet in the background. Hi. Just someone threw something off the cliff. Yeet.
However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
I see. Think fast, Zhao! Woo!
I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
I forgot to say, also, Pog Homeboy, thank you for stopping by. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Zhao. Do you have beef with him now? Are you good? Listen, we've already talked to Hu Tao. What's your deal with him? Can we talk? Can we talk to you about it? Or is it with Chung Shung?
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
Oh, he knows, I think. He knows stuff.
Does Zhao's VA sound a little sick? I don't know. His voice just sounds a little sore. I don't think so, personally. What I have noticed is that he sounds a little bit different than when we first met him. It's interesting, because a lot of people, one of their biggest complaints about the English version of Zhao is that he's much more aggressive than in other versions. But to me, personally, when we first met him, we definitely felt that aggression. But as these stories have gone on, it feels like Zhao has mellowed out a little bit more, so his voice isn't as intense. But that's just my opinion.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
Bye!
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them.
Oh? I liked the aggression. What I like is the development, personally. Like, it's one of those things where a lot of people did not like the aggression because in the other languages, he feels more quiet and reserved. And this is how I interpreted it. But that's just because in their countries, that's how they interpret the emo edgelord stereotype to be the quiet, edgy. Whereas over in Western audiences, we interpret that stereotype as the more aggressive type. So I think that's why the direction went that way. But I also appreciate how Zhao was very aggressive because he went through a lot. But there is a voice line he has about the Traveler where he mentions how his pain has actually lessened ever since he met the Traveler. So I like the development of, like, when he first met him, then that's like him dealing with what is happening. But then slowly just interacting with the Traveler, that pain is diminishing, and then we get to see a more mellowed out Zhao. That's how I interpret it personally. I know not everybody sees it that way, but to me, I feel that is what is happening with Zhao. And so the mellowness, the slow mellowness that we're getting makes sense because he's dealing with less now. He's able to relax a little bit more.
That's Zhao for ya! Thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
Long tangent about Zhao. That's Zhao for ya!
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master, there's a problem.
Oh.
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoliang. He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Uh-oh.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Okay. He still hits like a semi-truck. Honestly, Zhao was one of my better DPSs before Wanderer came out. I haven't used him in forever, but he's got a pretty good build still so far. 91% crit rate, 200% crit damage. Obviously, I could get rid of some of the crit rate for more crit damage, and get more attack on him. But not bad. And my life about to be hit. No!
How come boy don't do that?
Okay, what is happening? You came? Oh, no.
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Oh.
Gui, please take Jialiang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he? Is there really no other way to save Jialiang?
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Oh, poor kid! Okay, wait till the next morning? Oh boy, this poor kid. I know! What's interesting, I can't remember if he said much about his mother, too. But I'm like, if she's doing all this stuff, too, then he's dealing with, like, both parents. Ah, that's hard. What if Hu Tao's still there? Oh my gosh!
Fancy running into you.
Okay, so it looks like she says the same thing as before.
You'd bet.
She says the same thing as before, but yeah, she's still here. Oh my gosh! Zhongli is probably running the funeral parlor all by himself. Wait, can I see Zhongli? Hold on, Zhongli. Let's go see if he's at the funeral parlor. And if he's sitting there just being like, where is Hu Tao? Zhongli, are you at the parlor? I mean, I remember being there earlier, but I'm curious now. If he is, that's priceless. That would be amazing. No. No. Okay, he's not here. Gosh, that would be hilarious. Just sitting there being like, I haven't seen Director Who in a bit. He can manage it, right? He's learning, right? Right? Okay, well, guess we're waiting. I guess. I don't see anybody else. Oh. Would there be anyone in the pavilion? I doubt it. I just want to check, because I know there's characters you can run into. Nope. Even Madam Ping's not here. What's gonna happen? I mean, here's the thing. It's Zhongli we're talking about. He's a very smart, intelligent person, but he also forgot to give himself some funds before his big transfer. And doesn't really know how to bargain. Okay. Well, here we go. Oh boy.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
This poor kid! I can't imagine the stress that this kid is going through right now. There is a part of me that is, like, suspicious, but this poor kid!
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual.
Baizhu, what did you do?
Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiang Li once we find her.
Once we find her. Is that new information?
Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back
Right,
to me
okay.
yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
Oh my gosh, my memory. Ugh. Ah, man, I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so yes, they did mention that the Adventurers Guild is looking for her. Whew. That whole... me forgetting that detail when we just heard a few minutes ago. Like, sure, that could be common, but to me, that's a sign I need a nap.
I'll come with...
No.
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany Ayu to the Adventurers Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jialiang again. Do you think he...
Let's go check up on him.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
When I learned he could make a call him money god. Well, he could. And he forgot that too.
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for?
Oh.
They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
Oh my gosh. Baizhu! Ah! Also, thanks for the hydrate.
All right.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just...
Who's talking behind our backs again?
Ah! Baizhu! Changsheng!
Are you both okay?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But, with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment.
Oh no.
And as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition.
Oh.
Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs.
Jeez, yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Dang, okay, so that is a thing.
Had he not taken it all these years,
What the?
he likely would have died a long time ago.
Hu Tao? I don't want to deal with Hu Tao. Excuse you. What the frick? Get out of here, Hu Tao. So that's why Jiang Li did it. I'm so sorry if I botched that. Jiang Li? Jian Ling? I am so sorry.
Still, Using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiang Li had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
I was reading and accidentally talked over it with what my thoughts are, but that is true. Like, the longer you rely on it, the more resistant it becomes to it. That is the thing with, oh jeez, oh, what is it actually called? But you know how, like, when you're sick, doctors may resort to specific types of medication. I want to say it's antiviral medication or something. Anyway, they'll resort to certain medication for you to deal with it. But if you take the medication enough, then eventually you become resistant to it. It's part of the reason why a lot of doctors suggest that you don't abuse, like, sick medication for stuff, if that makes sense. Like, if it's bad and if you need it, then you gotta go get it. But if you can handle without it, sometimes it is better to just leave it be so that you don't become resistant to medication in the future. And being resistant to medication, certain types of medication, I forget what it's called, antiviral, antibacterial, I forget, but becoming more resistant to it makes viruses stronger in a way too. It's a whole fascinating thing. Basically, there's a difference between, oh, I have the common cold, please give me the strongest stuff so that I can, like, live my life, versus I have this thing I can't recover from without the medication. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Man, it really sucks when I can't remember the word I'm thinking of. There's a time and place for medication. Certain types of medication. I can't remember. Like, Z-Packs. That type of medication. Or is it called Z-Packs? Z-Pack? Yeah. I'm not good with this stuff. I don't have good medical knowledge at all.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jia Liang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Fate?
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jia Liang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingce village and find out where Jiang Li is. Her regular exposure to God remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Oh, that's not good.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Hey.
It's Jiao Liang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiang Li's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now. Right now. Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Whip! 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 Oh boy, everyone just loves eavesdropping on this corner. Who's next? The little kid? Finding out that his parents are both gonna freaking die? Ah!
Very well. Then follow me.
No, Chi-Chi.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu, do you mean...
Hop to it now, and remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
How does Chi-Chi know? Chi-Chi doesn't remember anything. How does Chi-Chi know what this implies? Chi-Chi only remembers stuff that is very important, I feel like. Maybe she wrote it down, but she didn't.
Please be careful.
But that's the thing. She might have written it down, but she knew in an instant what it was referring to. So, part of me feels like, I mean, maybe I misinterpreted the situation, but part of me feels like this, because she knew in an instant what that meant, she took a long time to memorize it. Also, thanks for the clip. I appreciate it. Thank you. I wonder if she's still back there. Nope, she's gone. Whip! 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 Nope, you don't say anything. Okay, we're back here. Okay, since we saw them, I can say there is a part in this quest where you can actually see Xiao following you. But like I said, I don't remember when that happens or where. Up here? Nope. Okay. Excuse me.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Only a mildly stressful situation.
This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
Oh, there he is!
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jiaoliang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No. I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me.
Sorry to interrupt.
There he is. There he is. He's watching.
This guy's every male protagonist. It feels like it.
Then let's hurry.
Okay, but before we go in, Zhao's still there. Perfect. Let's talk to Zhao.
Oh, geez, Zhao!
No. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna have to do some climbing. Oh nope, that's too steep. Okay, maybe this way. Da 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 da. Zhao!
From the looks of it, you've already tracked down the location of the source?
We've made some progress.
Really? That's good to hear.
Have you been standing guard here this entire time?
I cannot simply look the other way when evil spirits are involved. In any case, the evil presence here is growing stronger. I can sense it. Whatever you're planning to do, make it quick. If you leave it too long, and I am compelled to intervene, things may not turn out the way you wish.
Noted. That he might be spying on you. I feel like he's watching us, but also watching the situation to know when he has to do something about it. Dendro and Geo? What do you mean, Dendro and Geo? The two elements that don't even interact with each other. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I mean, I guess we could do this team. We're gonna get a trial run Baizhu. But Geo and Dendro don't interact at all. We'll do this team.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead?
The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel.
A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jiaoliang. Come on, let's keep going.
Alright, I want to look at this. Weapons. Ooh, the fancy weapon! Dang. And noblesse. Constellation 3, what does this do? An additional E-charge. When your own active character hits a nearby opponent with their attacks, Baizhu will unleash a Gossamer Splice. It'll initiate one attack before returning, dealing 250% of Baizhu's attacks to damage. Okay, so the Gossamer Splice, is that... Hold on. Unleash. Oh, okay. It's just done that. before returning. Okay. It's considered elemental skill damage. It can be triggered every 5 seconds, and then that ups the ult by 3.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
I will admit that's one of my favorite dialogue lines with Baizhu. Oh, hey.
Illusion shattered.
Oh! Interesting. It does chasm music in here.
The doctor will see you. Everyone
Huh.
begins.
Interesting how it plays chasm music
Shine
here.
down.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Because I don't think it's like the background music. I don't think it's chasm background music.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I don't see any dust on the sensor surface. The burn marks on the inside are still fresh. I don't think this was left here by the treasure hoarders.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repelling incense.
Oh no, wait, it is chasm background music. My bad.
A monster repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiang Li. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiang Li to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me.
This is gonna be interesting. Wonder when Baizhu's rerun will happen after the Hydron Archon, of course. Yeah, I feel like they'll do what they've done with the Sumeru and Inazuma stuff. Is they'll probably have a lot of new characters in the beginning with a rerun here and there. But it's gonna mainly be new characters, I think. I also liked. It was interesting what they did with Sumeru, how they made the Archons rerun and then the Dendro Archon came out. I wonder if they'll do the same with Fontaine. So it might be a bit. On the lookout for treasure chests. Any here? Can't go past that tree. Dang, it's so pretty. Man. I wish I had it.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
A pact? Whoa, okay. Creates platforms. Do they disappear?
Aha! We can keep going now.
Okay,
From
so
the
that
looks
got rid
of
of the
it,
way.
The energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
All right, noted.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh. That's not good. Let me look around a bit.
Huh? Paimon doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here.
There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
Is there really nothing in here? I thought there would be a treasure chest hidden in here, but it doesn't seem like it. And you can't climb walls in domains, so there's nothing there. Let's see. The track is broken there. Can I activate you? Just for kicks and giggles? Okay. Push. Okay, so it can't be pushed in that direction. We could go this way or this way. Does it matter? For now, we'll try that way. It seems like it's a dead end, but I just want to check. Push. All right. Do these crystals still say after we do this? They do. Okay, so it creates a path there. What happens if we go this way? Oops, I think that's too far. I mean, it just barely hit, but... Can I push it closer? No, I can't. Aha! There's a treasure chest. Cool. Okay. Let's move on. This way.
Hello?
We have 4 platforms. A dead end, some stairs.
Ooh! Fun little enemies. Hi, friendos.
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
Taking a turn for the better.
Oh, more! I was hoping there'd be more.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Okay, well, I guess that's that. Give me this. Okay, we have anything else back here? We have a waterfall. Oh, and an invisible wall. Lovely. Oh, heading over. This way. Push. Oh, I think I pushed it the wrong way. My bad. And now we have a mechanism up here. So, push. Oh, no. Activate? Can we not activate it? Do we have to... where is the activate button? Hello? Oh, wait. We probably have to activate it with this. Right? Please? Ooh. Okay, cool. Any treasure chests? Nope, just boxes. Is that swirl getting worse? I can't tell. Is there water? There's not water. Can I make it over this way, though? Nope! Oh! Big boy. Shouldn't take too long, though. With this team.
Zhongli!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
Wait, is she here?
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Oh, okay. I must have missed her. Unless she's up there. Ah!
Everyone hold hands.
Remember, health comes first.
Quote unquote Geovishap.
The Temple of Wisdom. The doctor will see. Torn to oblivion.
Thanks for the stream! Hold on, I'll do it while we run around a bit. Oh, it feels good. Okay, here we go. Oh, there she
Dr.
is.
Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't think we've seen anything like this before. Huh.
If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said?
Yeah.
The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here.
He won't get his quote-unquote medication, even though it is...
If the source
Help.
is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect.
And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baizhu, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiang Li, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiang Li have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
You can't be thinking about that again.
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back, then even if I die...
Jialiang...
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment, that's all.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang... Baizhu, Changsheng... Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li! What's the point of it all?
Blaze secretly crying in silence. You know me too well. Okay. Listen, what's the point of it all? the fact that he got to have a prolonged life. That's still worth it. That's still worth it. That still means something. Sure, it could be nice if it was longer, but that still means something.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Jialiang!
Oh.
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Oh my gosh!
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As soon as I saw the talismans, because, you know, that's how a lot of Asian media depicts zombies. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I need to mute. 1 second. okay. I think I'm okay. Okay. Back to it.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death.
That explains why Chi-Chi was like, oh, do you mean this thing? Because Chi-Chi probably... I mean, I don't know if Chi-Chi herself takes it, but she would probably know of it, since it's related to her, in a way. Related to what she is.
Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out.
Oh.
But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
Oh, she's here. What are your thoughts?
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jia Liang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce Village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Oh.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
Oh. I knew someone was listening in all that conversation, so it was Hu Tao. Oh.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baizhu's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one.
Oh.
If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone?
Oh, poor Chi-Chi.
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Celebrate. Okay. This seems a good time to talk to chat. This should be why people stop bashing on Baizhu. I think another reason is people saw just how much Chi-Chi did not like Hu Tao and started to understand why Baizhu kept, like, protecting her in a way. I think that. But I think also definitely understanding why Baizhu does what he does helps, because everyone believes him to be suspicious. And he still is. He still has his own agenda. But to understand that he really is just helping people, I think is good for people to know. Even though, to me, it was kind of obvious, just for the fact of, like, many times we saw him, he was helping other people. In fact, there was one lantern rite where when all the fireworks were going off, he was literally in Qingce Village helping people, which is a very, like I said, it's a very much what a lot of doctors and nurses do, is they don't really get a lot of holidays, but they are there to help people. So to me, that was very obvious. But either way, it's good that they showed this side of Baizhu. And, let's see, Hu-chan kind of upset me when she said that, but I also understand her. Oh yeah, I completely understand her perspective on things too. Definitely. Here's my little secret about Hu Tao. I don't particularly like Hu Tao, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. I didn't, like, she's a fun character and a blast, and she makes me laugh sometimes. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't particularly enjoy her that much. Even though she's one of the most loved characters in the game. For me, she just wasn't my cup of tea. So but it was so fascinating to see Hu Tao angry and Baizhu like standing up for himself. It made me like Baizhu more because someone was like standing up to Hu Tao. I'm like, I like this guy. But I don't know if, like Yamiko, yeah, kinda. I don't know if that makes me shallow or whatever, because a lot of people compare Venti to Hu Tao, and they are kind of similar. And Venti, before Wanderer came out, was like my favorite character, and Hu Tao is one of my least favorite. I don't know if that makes me shallow, but it's just the truth. I don't like Hu Tao that much. Don't get me wrong. Good character. She's just not my cup of tea. Alright, celebration time. Paimon's idea of celebration can only mean one thing.
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
This was a hard one meal. Maybe I'll whip something up too. It's been a while. No, this is a hard one meal.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Oh my gosh, I'm Baizhu. Wait, I'm Baizhu.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Oh, teaching him how to be a zombie.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Oh, look at your book, Chi-Chi.
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I forgot.
Look at your book, Chi-Chi. And see, that's why I'm like, I found it fascinating that Chi-Chi knew exactly about the remedy without needing her book. Okay. I love Chi-Chi. I do too. She's so good. Hey. Oh, we walking. Okay.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changsheng, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
This is an appropriate song to play in the background. Okay, what do we got?
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Oh, snap.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties.
I was actually thinking that when he was like, oh, I learned so much from this. And I'm like, what? Did you like look at the poison yourself somehow? And then as they were talking through that whole situation of like, you tried the poison, didn't you? I thought about that second incident. Like, that explains why it took him longer to wake up, too. She might be a vein of agony with Pulse, but she's such a lovable character. Chi-Chi, I agree.
There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old, and I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another, and then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready! Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad will be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
I wonder if they're going to talk about the thing I've had in the back of my mind the whole time. Also, when Changsheng was talking about fate, what did she mean exactly? Oh boy, here we go. I have theories.
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
Can't replenish a life force, though.
It is a very long story.
At least that's my theory. Cutscene! Yes!
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death.
The eyes changed!
And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Chang Sheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
I think that's a fair decision.
Also, hi, Rebel. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Her eyes are different with each person she has a contract with, and I never noticed that. You want to know how I noticed that? Because people didn't tag their spoilers when this quest first came out.
I have grievances!
But it's such a cool detail. I love the detail. Like, that's how... Salty much? Oh, immensely. Immensely.
I'm good. Hey, good to hear.
I gotta call it here for now.
No worries. I understand. Thank you for stopping by, Rebel.
Sorry, Arrow. I'm so sorry.
Thanks for stopping by, Arrow.
I appreciate it. Sleep is needed. Yes, you get that well-deserved rest, okay? Thanks for being here.
Have a good one. Hope you sleep well.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
The elixir of immortality. You have to become immortal yourself.
Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk.
Oh.
For Changsheng and Paimon. Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
At least some grub for me. The way she just popped up, right?
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Oh. Oh, I liked that. Let me see if we can talk to them. If there's anybody around still. Sometimes characters hang out afterwards, but I don't see them. I liked that quest. I like that quest a lot. I also really like how... And only in 2 hours. I know. I really like how the quest, went into discussion of kind of like what you do with your life. It's like, that type of theme is something that is covered in Xenoblade 3, and it's really thought-provoking sometimes. It can be stressful to think about, but it's a good theme to have, and it's fun to explore that theme in video games, and I really appreciate that they did this quest. Also, but I will say, a lot of this analogy hit very, like, a lot of the story hit very close because it felt like an analogy in a way, or a reference to, Alzheimer's, if that makes sense. If I can get real for, like, a moment. I have lost someone to Alzheimer's, so it did hit very close. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it did hit very close because a lot of the things I was seeing, was very familiar. And I think anybody in that situation would want someone's life to be prolonged a little bit longer. For them to be themselves again. Woo! Okay, we're gonna get off that topic before I cry. You ever played The Long Dark? It's an indie game, so maybe not. I don't think I've heard of it. The moth that goes into a burning flame. Yep. Really good quest. You've got Alzheimer's. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is that I do have a fear that I will get it eventually, just, you know. But, you know, that's for the future. And we'll figure it out then. We will figure it out. Yeah, I really loved that quest. I thought it went over some very good topics. It's definitely not a quest I would recommend if someone's playing Genshin and be like, I want to play something lighthearted so that I can feel good. Definitely not that quest. But I think it is a good quest to go through. I appreciate it. I also appreciate the insight to Baizhu, too. I just woke up now and scared. Oh, shoot! I'm sorry! Hearing Baizhu cough constantly. Yep. I know. Sorry, Rebel. I'm sorry. It's something I think about because the person I referenced that had it was a relative of mine. So, yeah. But like I said, I thought this was a very good quest. I loved learning more about Baizhu, and I also think this is a good quest to kind of show just how doctors and nurses are, because especially during the pandemic, they got a lot of flack, but all they really want is they want to help others, and by helping others, they sometimes push themselves to an extreme because they want to help others. So I do appreciate that this quest highlights that and their passion for helping people. Because I feel like, I mean, obviously there's corrupt people everywhere, but most doctors and nurses just want people to help people. And Baizhu basically represents that. I also say this because there's a person that made a few visual novels that have changed my life, and they are, I think, a doctor. I think they're a doctor, and they made games while being a doctor, which is amazing to me. I have so much respect for them. So anyway, this was good. This was really, really good. I wish all were like Baizhu. I wish I was more like Baizhu. That was a cop? Yeah. That's Baiju's running animation. And since you got here at the end, you missed a lot of the conversation of how he of what his whole deal is. But yeah, there's a reason why he's coughing. He's not exactly well. Thanks for the hydrate! Would you like to hear about The Long Dark? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say no, only because I know this is a little bit earlier than normal, but I think I am going to call it here. I'm very tired, so I don't want to push another hour. I know it's 3 hours, but it's a little bit earlier than I would like. But yeah, I'm a little tired, so unfortunately, this is gonna have to be where the stream ends. I'm sorry, Rebel. But let me head over to the end screen and we'll figure it out. 1 afternoon without sleep, then slept all the way to 8 in the afternoon. I'm jealous. I can't sleep past a certain time. Okay, let's go to the end screen. I'm still recovering. I did cry very badly. You guys know me so well. Really good. Really happy I got to play that. Okay, it looks like all I have to say is Obnoxious Orc, thank you for the 6 months of Prime! I appreciate it, thank you! Okay, before I leave, I have to say, I know this is gonna suck if you've liked Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know, it's up in the air whether I'll be able to stream on Wednesday. I have no idea. I might be able to, I might not. I really want to, but sometimes life happens. So it's unfortunately up in the air. I might try to do a Saturday stream, but we'll have to see. But next week on Thursday, at the very least, Wanderer is getting his rerun banner. So I will be wishing for him. We have about 360 wishes, approximately, to use on his banner, and we're gonna try to go for C6. So, I think that's all I wanted to cover. Is there anything more? After we wish for Wanderer, we might play Star Rail, we might do more Genshin. I'm honestly not too sure. We'll play it by ear, but Wanderer, for sure. We're gonna wish a ton next week, and we'll see how that goes. Sorry, I keep sniffing. Okay, I'ma head out. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see if I stream Saturday, but if not, take care, everybody. Is Wanderer? That's my favorite character in Genshin. Wanderer. That's his name. His quote-unquote character name. I'm gonna be doing a lot of wishes for him next week. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see if I do a Saturday stream. But if not, take care, everybody. Have a good weekend.